Christmas, I received a toy shop. At that time, this was something very special. It wasn't really much. It was also very simply made, at least as far as I can recall. But for me, at that time, it was a work of art. It was so wonderful. There were so many little things that a person could buy, little sacks with candy, and I don't know what else there was. So many little things, and a lot of them. And this shop gave me the chance to be nearer my father in a very special way. It just wasn't simply that he was allowed to buy there, but what was more important was how he paid for his purchases. When he bought something, then I received every time as payment a big kiss. And that was tops. To give a kiss was not our custom as it is today. Today this is certainly different. We are a generation in which this was not an everyday occurrence in the family. And I don't really know how I got this idea. I really cannot remember. All I know is I was about 5 or 4 years old at the time. I really enjoyed that Christmas because my father had to come to me and shop again and again, and he always had to pay. There was nothing free in my shop. Father Kentenich really loved this story, and he made me aware of its importance and said, "Do you see how a little child already has a subtle, childlike way of manipulation? Just like all human beings, as grown-ups, we use and develop this later in life. Our powers of persuasion are there, so subtle and sometimes good, used even sometimes for the right reason. But this all starts very early in life. Even at such a young age, we know exactly how and when to use it in order to get something specific we want." And he said to me, "It is very important to pay attention, to take note of ourselves, of our own actions. How do I react to love? How do I deal with it? Can I articulate what I want, that I want to be loved? Or must I grab it for myself?" This is very important for children to know and understand what they observe. There are children who can do this in freedom and in joy, but there are also other children who cannot do this. That does not mean that they love less, but that they have another approach to love, and a person must know this very well. Father explained this very carefully to me, and he explained that this childlike wanting to be loved by the Father, is in later life the prerequisite for the success of the game of love. The game of love also between married couples, between parents and children. This means that a child must be able to play in love. He has to play this game of love. We have said this already when we play hide and seek, or whatever it is you want to call the game. All these things are signs of the fact that I want to be seen, I want to be noticed, I want to be loved. Father Kentenich pointed out furthermore, in early childhood it is installed in us how we succeed later on in life in this game of love. Today I think it is important for you that you know you have the opportunity to play the game of love with your children, to really play out of love, seeking, hiding, allowing yourself to fall, and to allow whatever develops from that. This is important. Later on in my life, I always said in the pedagogy classes, where do children really have the opportunity to get love, to freely get it without a price? And where must they get it through little subtle intrigues, by manipulation, because it is not customary, or because people don't pay attention to them, or they don't make room for love? Please, be aware of the importance of this and have a feel for it.